Hi everyone, Eileen here. Today I'd like to share this card with you. It features the fabulous mice having a party and they look as if they're having so much fun. Now I've changed the colour tone slightly for the card that I'm going to show you because I think that's okay, but I didn't like the orange glow around the moon or sun, whatever. I didn't think that it toned in too well. It's striped marigold if you're interested, and if you want to use it. I'm going to carry on with speckled egg and go through the card with it. Let's see how it turns out, shall we? Right, let's get going. So what I started off with was a piece of cream multifarious cardstock, and the size of this is 12 centimetres by 12 centimetres square. I've got a couple of bits of copy paper and I've got my stamping mat on top of my Lavinia stamps mat. So all good to go. Starting off with the stencil first, and I'm using buds. One of my favourites, I have to say. In fact, this is the second one. I've got one now that I've cut the edge off of and I use it on my gel press. But I do love this stencil, and I've got a new one. I'm going to apply some speckled egg first. I haven't long re-inked this distress ink pad, so I'm hoping that it won't be too wet. No, it seems okay, so I don't want to overdo it. Starting at the bottom, in the middle, going out over to the left, going up the card to just under the middle, and now onto Victorian velvet. Change the brush, being very careful I don't move the stencil. I should have taped it down, I think. Anyway, see how it goes. I'm just going to blend in a bit of Victorian velvet into that blue to give me a few purple tones just along the bottom, and then going up the card a little and over the top of the blue, not right to the top. And let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, that's quite pretty. Okay. Yes, I do like that. Next it is, it's the musical notes. I'm using large, and I'm using different stamps from both sets. There's large musical notes and the small, and I'm using a bit from both. Starting off with whatever this is called. Sorry, I love classical music, but I haven't got any idea of what the notes are called. I'm ashamed. But it makes a really attractive stamp. I know what you're going to do. I'm going to get lots of comments now telling me what each component is. So I need this, I'm just looking at the card to make sure I get this in the right order. So up there, and it's sort of a graceful swoop, like so. In black, I'm using VersaFine Clair Nocturne. Pressing gently up, that's good. The next stamp, there's loads of them in this. Look, loads of mice. There's more, there's more. Look, whatever this thing is called here. Yeah. I'm not even going to pretend. Then there's a few notes, and there's even more notes. And then I've got a sentiment. I know what that is. Right, okay, so let's do this one first. I should have looked it up on Google, shouldn't I? So that I could show that I'm really intelligent and clever. Now you've found out that I'm not. Okay, so on we go with the first musical note from the large set, this one. That looks good. Next, it's this one, and I believe this note is from the smaller set, or set of notes, 4 of them here. And this one will just go around about there. And then I use it again up the top. So that goes on here. Yep. And then finally it's this stamp. Again, I think this is from the small musical notes. And I'm popping that down there, like so. That's good. Now I'm all ready for the mice. I'm just moving some of the clutter out of the way. Now the mice that I'm using is from 2 sets. I've got Tilly and Tango from one of the sets, and they're both in together. And then I'm using, let's see, I'm using Basil from the Basil and Bibi set. And this is Basil. So starting off with Tango, and he or she goes up the top. Again, versifying Claire Nocturne. Use your stamp press if you want to. So I'm going to pop him down there, and he's having a whale of a time by the look of it. And I just want him to rest on that top line, like so. Let the ink soak in, and up, yes. Right, next it's Tilly. So that must be Tango. Tango must be a male. Oh, it's a very wet ink pad, this one. I did re-ink it, I must say. And then Tilly is just to the side. So don't want her to be standing. She needs to be straight, not crooked. So down we go with Tilly. Yep. And then finally, keeping fingers clean, I have this little guy. And this is Bibi that I've got. Bibi or Bibi? Bibi. Bibi's got the musical instrument, so obviously all the music, and I think it's jazz. I think it is jazz, definitely, because it looks to me as if it could be jazz with the absolutely smashing dance they're doing. And I've got a bit of ink strayed around the corner there. Just getting a cloth and wipe that off. And then here we go. Soak in, press and up. Lovely, beautiful images. These are absolutely stunning. Now I'm going to give this card just a quick blast with a heat gun because I want to put some more ink on, and I don't want it moving the opaque black look that I've got because it looks so sharp. Squeaky chair, oops, and I've bashed the table, sorry. Oh dear, it's all right, it's only my knee, don't worry. I'll cry later when I finish the video. Plug the heat gun in. Lovely day today. Sun is shining. Formula One weekend. Oh, my cup's runneth over. I think they should be okay. Let's just test. Yeah, that's fine. Just making sure you can see okay. So now, instead of using the dried marigold, I'm going to incorporate some more of the blue, which is why I've kept the blue this end of the card, so that if it mixes with the pink, it will give me a sort of a mauvey tone as well. So I've got a Lavinia stamped Small Moon, popping it over the top mouse, Tango, like so, and using a brush, Lavinia stamped stencil brush, of course, and I'll pop that down. And I'm going to put some speckled egg over the top. Let's have a look. Oh yes, I like that. I'll show you the other one at the end, and well, I'll display both of them, and you can choose whatever colour you like. So I've now got to put in With Love, and this is the final part. And this is where I redo the video if it's crooked, this With Love. So keep your fingers crossed, please. Are you all with me? I hope so. Right, here we go. Down, press, and up. Oh, yes, you were all with me. Thank you. Okay, next, it's just a bit of glitter, I think. So I've got, I did have, oh, I don't know what I've done with it now. I have some glitter, but I can't find the glue pen. So just talk amongst yourselves, there won't be a minute. Oh, that's handy, I found it. And it works. Okay, so just going around the outside. Very carefully. That's good. And then I've got some very fine glitter that I've had for donkey's years from my stash. And we're going to pop that in there. Put that back in the bottle. Just want a clean brush just to take some of that glitter away. That's good. A bit more come off of there. And I'm just going to do an outline around the outside of my card with a Sharpie, black Sharpie. Done. Right, I had a good time making this. So let me get my display board. Put that down on there. So this is the one that I started with. I have a piece of cream cardstock from my stash, A4 size, that I've folded, creased and cut tenfold, which was my favourite, to the sizes 14.5 centimetres by 14.5 centimetres. So I'm just going to pop this on top and then I will glue it. I won't do it now because you'll fall asleep. But I will glue that on there. So this is the one I made earlier with the dried marigold, and this one has got blue speckled egg. Which one do you prefer? I think I like this one better. I've got loads of glitter where I don't want it to be though. Let's get rid of some of this. That's better. Now the moon is more defined, or it was, till the glitter came back. I know I'm a fusspot, I'm sorry. Right, it has to be right. Okay. What do you think? Is it party time? I reckon so. Thanks for being with me. Thank you for the lovely comments you leave me. I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now. Stay safe.